Hello and welcome to the Pro Wrestling Wire interview. Joining me today is an All Japan Pro Wrestling superstar. He is a member of the Hakuto-gun unit, and he will be participating in his third Champion Carnival 2025. Very happy to welcome Cyrus. Cyrus, welcome to the show, man.
Hey, thanks for having me, Lewis.
My pleasure, my pleasure. So, how you been? How you doing? I know you've been back. You had a long tour of in All Japan Pro Wrestling, but you're back now. So, have you been? How are you spending your time off from All Japan?
Nah, just really just working out and relaxing at home, getting caught up on some house chores that needed some attention, fixing the house up.
Okay. All right, there you go, man. So let's talk about it. So you finally signed that contract, something that you really wanted. I know we spoke before you've been on the show. You wanted desperately to sign that contract with All Japan Pro Wrestling. You've signed it, something you
Yeah.
wanted for a while. So it's got to be a relief now that you finally got that out of the way and you could just concentrate on destroying everybody in All Japan Pro Wrestling now.
Yeah, I think now it's being seen as I'm being taken serious and that they're going to use me as a true competitor with All Japan Pro Wrestling. So, I mean, they know what I bring to the table, and they know my power and my destruction. I've already earned a nickname over there as strongest gaijin in Japan. So.
Okay. All right.
So, and I'm okay with that, being the strongest foreigner.
Are you getting comparisons to Vader? I know I've compared you to Vader, but do you get comparisons when you're in Japan to Vader?
They compared me to Vader and Bam Bam Bigelow, and then also they say my craziness reminds them of Abdullah the Butcher and Bruiser Brody. So
Yeah, because your entrances are a little wild. You come out, you grab those steps, you run around the arena. You're placing fear into fans. You must be having a great time with that, man.
oh yeah, I absolutely love it. Like, company gave me like free reign on that.
Wow.
And
Yeah.
the best thing is they were like, Cyrus, we just need you to be crazy. And I was like, are you
Okay.
sure that's what you want? I
Okay.
was like,
Well,
well,
well, you're
where's
doing it, man. You're doing
yeah,
it. Yeah, you
yeah,
got you're striking fear into the fans.
yeah.
They don't know if you're gonna throw those steps, but that's great stuff. You're doing a great job there. So, how long has that deal for? Is it that you signed with All Japan?
So I do it on a yearly basis now.
Okay.
So it's a year deal that we sign it and I get my dates. So I know when I'll actually be home, when I have a break time, and then when I'm touring. So the
Okay.
tour that I got coming up is going to be 5 months
Okay.
when I leave
Wow.
at the end of March. So I'll be with them for 5 months, and then I'll get a couple months break, and then I go back. So
So, when are you heading back? Are you heading back anytime soon, or
I'm leaving. I fly out March 26th.
March 26th? Okay, just in time for Champion Carnival.
Yep.
So you said 5 months. I know before you were there for like a month, 2 months, but now you're there for 5 months at a time. Um, Question: Do you miss the family? Does the family come out with you? How do you?
Yeah. I think you miss your family. Like,
Yeah.
I do miss my family and stuff. So,
Okay.
and I tell people it's a surreal thing. Like when it comes to it, because you to chase a dream, you gotta sacrifice. And this last tour was 6 months long. It was a little
Yeah.
over 6 months actually,
Okay.
but but it's that thing. I don't ever want to. I don't ever want to look back in my life and say, what if, or why not, or why didn't I do this? I
Sure.
want to
Of
look at
course.
it like I gave everything. And, I have a big goal. I want to be in the history books with all the greats of all Japan and all that. So,
Okay, well, the hard work paid off, or the dedication
yeah.
paid off. You signed your contract finally with All Japan. So we talked about Champion Carnival. It's coming up. It kicks off April 9th. Is this
Yeah.
the year? This is going to be your third Champion Carnival, if I'm not mistaken. Is this the year Cyrus wins the Champion Carnival tournament?
I'm thinking so. I think with the work that I've been putting in with the gym and all that, and I went on a pretty hard diet to
Yeah.
to lose a lot of weight. I lost 80 pounds.
Wow.
So,
Yeah.
but I'm still in the mid 300s. So, but I
Okay.
feel great. My legs, my body, everything feels great. Nice not to snore every night.
Well,
So
I've kind of have that problem with the snoring. My wife lets me know I sometimes I gotta sleep on the couch.
yeah, yeah.
But 80 pounds. So how'd you do that? How did you lose the 80 pounds? Because I know you look great. I know I mentioned it to you in the past, but what did you do? How did you lose the
You,
weight?
I stopped eating so many carbs. I went mostly to a meat diet, the carnivore diet, pretty much.
Okay,
And I mean, just drinking water and, instead of drinking soda every single day or anything like that, I cut the soda down to a treat. Like maybe I'll
sure,
drink
yeah.
soda once or twice a week versus
O-
every single day. So just
Okay.
the small things cutting out that made a world of difference. So
So I heard about the carnivore diet. Is it you just eat meat? That's all you eat?
it,
Nothing else?
yeah,
Just
you're
meat?
basically just, yeah, you're just a meat eater.
So no vegetables at all, just all
No,
meat.
now I am different with mine. I do eat my vegetables because I love
Okay.
greens and I can't live without greens. I've got to have
Okay.
my lettuce and my spinach.
Okay. Okay.
I have to have that. If I didn't have that, I would
Okay.
be very
Yeah.
angry.
Yeah, no, I couldn't just eat a whole plate of steak, 3 times a day, 7 days a week.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah. So back to the Champion Carnival. You're in Block A.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna read some of the names off here. Kento Miyahara, who we have history with, Jun
Yeah.
Saito, Hideki Suzuki. I should say Triple Crown champion Jun Saito,
Mhm.
Hideki Suzuki, Shichiro Ashino, Davey Boy Smith are all in that block. Who do you think is going to be your toughest opponent for you to get out of Block A?
And I think they're all tough opponents, but
Yeah.
the one that knows me the most well is probably Davy Boy Smith. Like,
Okay.
yes, he's used to seeing my style. So uh, but you've got a ton of fans too that are looking forward to that match. People want to see that match. Like they want to see us because the last time he and I were in the singles against each other, I was injured. My left knee was injured
Okay.
on me, and so we weren't able to. I wasn't able to give it 100%. And plus, I was, I felt bad on myself. I felt like I let down a lot of the fans because I felt like I was more out of shape then too, and that I wasn't at that true go mode potential that I should have been for that match. So,
That was a Royal Road tournament, correct? That you met him? Was it
uh,
Royal Road?
no, that was last year's Champion Carnival,
Oh,
wasn't
Champion
it?
Carnival.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because
So,
I do remember you meeting him. I do remember him going. I'm sorry, you going one on one with him, and you just saying that you were a little injured, but
yeah,
you're going to be completely healthy this time,
yeah.
and a lot of big matchups for you in Block A. I know you have, like I said, history with Kento Miyahara. Now,
Yep.
you have a win at Royal Road against Jun Saito. He's the Triple Crown champion now. Do you think that automatically makes you uh, an opponent, a challenger, an automatic challenger for him?
Yeah,
Are you
I
going to
think
push for
so
that?
because I think that in all the singles matches June and I've ever had, I've never lost.
I know, I know.
So,
So,
I mean, Triple Crown, Royal Road, all of it. Like, only if his brother was in there to help him out is when I've been beat. So,
so you got to go to the higher ups at All Japan and say you deserve that shot at Saito. You deserve the next shot.
yeah, yeah. Which, I think if I show out and if I can win that Champion Carnival, I'll get an automatic bid for it then. And I can't be denied a shot at the title.
Yeah, yeah, man. So this is actually interesting. Block A also has a fellow Hagutogun faction member, Kuroshio.
Yeah.
Your feelings on that? The two of you are going to meet. I mean, are you going to just throw friendship out the window and try to win? How are you gonna handle that? Because I know you guys you held the triple not triple crown, the triple I'm sorry, 6-man tag titles
Yeah,
with
yeah.
Hokuto Amore. So how do you feel about you're gonna have to face him at least once? How do you
Yeah.
feel about that?
Yeah, I think that's going to be fun. Kuma and I, we have a long history before we were ever even together as friends with the Hokuto Army. Like when I first started coming to Japan with Wrestle One, he and I battled, and me and him have had many singles battles, and it's always fun. So I mean, at the end of the day, it's just business. So I
Okay.
mean, I can lock up my friendship for 30 minutes, and we can go out there and battle. and then we
Okay.
can be friends after.
Okay. As long as you get the victory, though, right? As long as you
That's
get the
it. That's it.
okay. As long as you get the victory. This is
That's
also
it.
very. This is. I'm sorry. I didn't mean. I'm sorry. You were saying something. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, no, no. I was saying that's
Oh,
it. That's
okay.
it.
This is also very interesting. If you do win Block A,
Hmm.
there's a very good chance that Hokuto Omori is going to win Block B, and it
Yep.
could come down to you and Hokuto Omori. He's the leader of the Hokuto-gun faction. So, is there going to be? Would that create friction, or is it the same thing with Arashi? It's just
I
plays as
think I think it's the same thing because at the end of the day, he's the leader, but I'm the muscle.
okay.
So I'm the guy that gets called on when it comes time to get stuff done or strong arm somebody and having merch made or something like
Okay.
that. I show up and say, no, we're going to do it or I'm going to hurt you.
Yeah, wasn't there a video made that was on I should say on social media you
Yeah, yeah.
walking
We
away
went to one
was
of the merch guys. We went to his place of business to have a
okay.
meeting with him to tell him that he was going to make our merch. And
Okay.
at first he was like, "I'll make this," and then we were like, "No,
Yeah.
yeah, you're going to make all this." And
Yeah,
then he agreed to it.
you looked very, very angry in that video from what I remember. You
Yeah,
looked
yeah,
really pissed off. And
yeah, yeah.
nobody wants to mess with a pissed off Cyrus.
No, not at all.
Yeah, so hopefully you win. I'm pulling for you to win Champion Carnival. I think you and Saito would be a terrific match for the Triple Crown, and you deserve it anyway because you hold the victory over him. And I know I mentioned that before. So
Right.
how is the relationship right now with Hokuto Omori? Is it still good, or is it good? Or
Yeah, yeah. No, it's a real good relationship. He was sad to hear that I was going home on break. And in one of the videos he shot, he was asking Kuman, "What are we going to do now? We need Cyrus with us in the ring with us because he gets things done."
yeah, I mean it's a huge void that was left when you left. But when you left All Japan to go on a break, but it's only like a month or so, right? And now
Yeah,
you yeah
yeah.
yeah
So, I got basically like a 2.5 month break, which is
okay okay.
nice. So I enjoy that. Like it gives my time. It gives time for the body to heal too. So, and you need a little R&R.
Yeah, of course, of course, of course. But but you'll be back there before we know it. And
Yep.
with that contract, I know the last tour you wrestled for Big Japan Pro Wrestling, I think
Yeah,
other promotions. Does your contract allow you to still do that? Can you
it,
still?
it does.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So basically, the way that works is, anytime a company wants to use me or anything, I make them go straight through the office. So they
Okay.
go through All Japan, and then All Japan tells me yay or nay. So, and at the end of the day, I tell everybody it's no hard feelings, but when it comes to business, they go through there. Now, when I'm home though, like in the States, and I do independent shows or freelance shows, I get choice of that.
Okay.
Only thing they ask me to do is they say, "Please be smart, Cyrus," and I'm like, "You got it, buddy."
Okay. Okay. Be smart. Remember, you gotta be smart, Cyrus.
Yeah, yeah.
So 6-man titles. I know you. I mentioned it before. You, Arashi, and Okuto lost it to Yuma Ayagi,
Mhm.
Fuminara Abi, and I can't remember the other.
Yeah,
Um, but do you want those titles back? Are you
yeah,
open?
yeah. I mean, I want every title, Lewis. I
Okay.
wouldn't mind holding I wouldn't mind holding the six man and the tag and the Triple Crown Championship.
All at
I'm
once.
big. Yeah, well, I'm big enough to hold all the belts on one arm. So
Okay. You want to beat Saito. He's the world tag team champion and the Triple Crown champion. So
I do. Yeah, yeah. So
so you might as well go after the might as well go after the junior heavyweight title as well.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I might have to cut some weight or get a scale that'll lie.
Yeah, you're losing weight. You're down 80 pounds. You might,
Yeah, yeah. I'll get me a rigged scale. Says that I'm
yeah,
120
just
pounds
put
or
one foot
something.
on the scale and then you'll
That's
get down.
it.
Yeah. With back to the contract, you said you with wrestling for other promotions. Is there a promotion that you hope that you could? I know that you got Pro Wrestling Noah, you got Hartley Jackson, who's wrestling for New Japan Pro Wrestling. Who's your tag team partner in the tag league? Is there a promotion that you're hoping reaches out that you could work for?
I'm really open for any of them. Like
Okay.
I enjoy working for all the companies that I've worked for over there. I enjoyed going to Big Japan. I enjoyed Vemo Star. I enjoyed I think it was called First Ring Soul, which is like a really small independent. But they asked for permission, and the company asked me to. They always ask me if I'm okay with it also. So,
Yeah.
basically all they ask is they say is, protect our guy,
Yeah, man. Well,
Protect
well,
our investment.
well.
So,
I think they should be saying we need to protect the opponent from Cyrus, not protect Cyrus. That's what they should be saying. That's what they
yeah,
did.
yeah, you get a lot of people look at you and they're real quiet around you because they don't know what Cyrus they're going to get that day. And I'm like, well, you're going to get the monster in the ring. As
Yeah.
soon as the music hits and I'm on, that's the guy you're getting. And then
Yeah.
outside of it, you'll get a nice guy. You'll get a quiet guy.
Yeah. How do you do that? I mean, you're one of the nicest guys, the sweetest guys that I've ever met, and but I've ever spoken to. But in the ring, you're like one of the most vicious men I've ever seen. Do you just snap a finger and you become that Cyrus, or
Yeah, yeah. I flipped that switch.
flip
I go
that
into
switch?
that,
Yeah.
that Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde deal. So
Because
it's
because
just about going deep within and bringing it out and letting it loose.
okay,
You
you don't
know.
have to just like sit there for like a half hour and bring it out. It just comes right out.
Yeah, I can flip it. I can flip it in a switch on anybody. So
Okay, all right. I'd ask you to do it now, but I don't want you to ruin the. I think it looks like you're in the basement there. I don't want you to ruin
yeah,
anything there.
yeah.
But did you hear when they announced you for Champion Carnival? The crowd just popped. It's like
Yeah, yeah. Went back and heard it and all that, and then they sent me the video of it to share and all, and yeah, the crowd popped, and that was exciting time. So
yeah. I mean, you got such terrific support from the All Japan Pro Wrestling fans. That's gonna be a great feeling.
it,
That's
it is. It's a tremendous feeling. Like when I went back in June as I was Mystery X that they had been advertising. So beforehand, before I go back. They tell me not to post anything that I'm flying into Japan or anything like that, and I did, and then I posted pictures of me fishing like the day before. I looked like I was still fishing in America,
yeah, yeah,
and everybody was like, "Man, that's smart," and I was like, "Well, you want me to feel like I'm not here?" So,
yeah,
and and then I remember that night too. I was worried. I was afraid I might hear crickets. I was like, "Yeah, maybe nobody will go crazy when I go out there." And Cork and Hall had sold out that night, so you're looking at a little over 2,000. And
yeah,
I
yeah,
go out there, and that whole building erupted, and they were
yeah,
so
yeah,
surprised, and they loved it. And that was that's a great feeling. Like in anybody's life, when people cheer you like that, it's you're doing something right.
yeah. I mean, I popped. I popped. I mean, I didn't know. I mean, I know we're friends, but I had no idea you were. But when they announced you, I was like, "Whoa, Cyrus is back!" And that was a.
Yeah,
I know, like you said, everyone just popped, and that was awesome. But even on social media, like whenever you post something, you get like tons of retweets and tons of likes.
yeah.
Um, how like when you first started, I know it wasn't like that, but why do you think the fans have taken to you? You because you remind them of Vader, or you're a big guy? Why do you think they've taken to you?
I think they take to that because one, I do remind them of Vader, and then two, I think that they love that I write in kanji like that. I write in Japanese to them, when
Okay,
I'm
yeah,
when I'm
yeah,
talking to them. So, um, but then too, they like to see how I live my life, and it's enjoyable for them. So, and they love meeting me because usually when they're first meeting me, they're scared of me, and then they meet me, and then they're like, "Oh, he's such a nice guy."
yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
they've asked me so many times. They're like, "Cyrus, how are you so mean in the ring and not mean to me?" And I was like, "Well, you don't have anything I want." I was
Yeah,
like. what did I say? Oh, I said to one, there's no money in
You
it.
don't you don't you, you don't have the Triple Crown championship, so that's
Exactly. You ain't
why
got
I'm
no
not
gold.
interested. No gold. When you first came into All Japan, I think was it 3 years ago? Was it 3 years?
2022, yeah.
Like
Yeah.
20,
Let's see. No, it was the end of 2020. No, 2021 summer, right? Because that was the 50th, wasn't it? The 50th World Road.
I think so, yeah. Maybe it was 2021.
Yeah, because
Was
I know my first when I first went to All Japan, I got invited to go and do their 50th anniversary.
okay.
So, and that was a big honor right there. So I enjoyed that.
Yeah, so actually what I was getting to when you first came in, did you have to earn everybody's respect? I know you have a lot of big stars like Kento Miyahara. Did he take you right away, or did you have to earn like respect of Kento Miyahara or Yuma Yagi or the other stars?
It's funny in wrestling when companies bring you in, they watch you to see if you can really do what they've seen you do on video. Like, and they're wondering, can he do this? Or, I guess, as you would say, is he trained? And
Yep.
they saw me get in the ring and just work out because, a lot of people don't know this secret with me, but I have a big thing about wrestling the Invisible Man that I was taught
Okay.
from an old guy a long time ago. He's like the Invisible Man is the best wrestler you'll ever wrestle because he never goes under. Um, he never loses at all, and he always
Okay.
gets one up on you no matter what.
Okay.
And it took a while to understand it, but then I got it. So I go in there and I pretend like there's someone across from me and I'm wrestling them, and we
Okay.
do moves.
Okay. No,
So
hey.
people might think I'm crazy. So then they're like, okay, I like him because he's crazy.
Okay. So you're speaking of moves. I'm still waiting to see that moonsault. When are you
Yeah.
gonna pull that one out again? Or is that
If they give
it?
me that triple crown shot, you know, or or if I make
Okay.
it to the end in the champion carnival,
You might see it
I
then.
well, it's one of those, and I thought about doing it a couple times on the last tour, and I came real close to doing it, and then I was like, no, no, it's got to be a bigger moment. So,
Okay.
to me, that move it's a moment move, and it's that move that I want people to remember it for a lifetime. Not that, oh, he done it every single match, or he done it once a month, or
Yeah,
something like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
He done it. He done it to mean this is what it took.
Okay, so I could see you doing it to Saito for the Triple Crown title. I will expect that. I'll expect you to see that
Yeah,
if
yeah. I would
um
love to do that.
I was gonna say if, but I should say when that
Yeah.
match occurs, when that match occurs. Do you have any unfinished business with Kento Miyahara? I know you guys were I think last Champion Carnival.
He is just a thorn in my side. Like even during the tag league, if I don't know if you saw the match or anything, it was him and Davey Boy against me and Hartley.
Yeah.
And I mean, and he and I we went out there and fought, but he's just a thorn in my side. He's a great competitor. Like I love
Yeah.
wrestling him.
Yeah.
It's just man, he gets me. I'm like, but you're wrestling probably one of the best in the world, in my opinion. Like, and I tell people that
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not bitter towards it or anything. I think he's truly one of the best wrestlers in the world, and
Yeah.
I think he could go toe to toe with anybody that he wanted to. So,
Absolutely.
I have the utmost respect for him. But if we're standing against the ring against each other, he is my enemy.
Yeah, I agree. He's one of the best wrestlers in the world. I'm surprised he hasn't wrestled stateside at all. I think he would be a big star if he became
I think so too. I think he'd be a big star anywhere he went.
yeah,
Just
absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely. Actually, you said thorn in your side. I know I mentioned Kenta Miyahara, but my next question was actually, what about Kuroshio, Tokyo, Japan? Now, he's been a thorn in your side. He's been a
Man,
huge thorn in your side. Are you gonna try to get your hands on him during the next tour?
yeah. If I can, I definitely will. Like, he's got his own show in Japan too, and it was funny when I went back in the summer. I showed up to that show,
Okay.
And I went out there and killed him.
So he's dead. So there's no, he's gone.
No, he's still around. Unfortunately,
Okay. Okay.
I thought I killed him, but
Okay. He's not
and then
actually.
Tachibana with Tachibana, there's a clip where people see me. Everybody could have sworn that I killed him. Even my own team, like Hakuto, all them were like, Cyrus just killed Tachibana because I power bombed him on the rail.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they're all looking at me. And I remember Hartley was like, "Do you have to kill him?" I was like, "Eh." Like he got on my nerves, so I threw
Hey, hey, he got on my nerves, so I killed him.
him.
There you go.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
Cyrus. I'm crazy.
So yeah, it's pro wrestling.
He'll be okay. He'll be
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah. He'll recover.
So the tag league, I forget what month it is, but is Harley Jackson going to be a partner again,
No, I
or
don't know. I'm
okay,
not sure. Like that, they haven't gave me all those details yet or anything
okay.
like that. So,
If
I pretty much I go by like a month by month basis.
okay,
So when they told me about Champion Carnival and all that, I was like, okay. So I'll start trying to focus on and wondering like who's my first opponent going to be, and then let's go from there and get ready.
so if you were able to choose your partner, would do you have one in mind, or
I've wrestled some great guys with some great guys in the past in the tag league. If I had to choose, if you gave me three to choose, one, if it was one that's with the company right now, I would choose Davy Boy.
okay,
I think that would be a great tag team, foreign tag team. Ryan Davidson, or because me and him tagged, we showed a lot of charisma and character. And then Hartley Jackson, of course. I mean, because he's a powerhouse also. So
okay,
I think I think the All Japan fans they enjoy seeing an all foreign tag team too.
no,
So
yeah, yeah,
they like seeing that because it reminds them of Dynamite Kid and all them that all tag together, and it's like, well,
yeah.
so
If Hokuto got upset that you were teaming with David Boy Smith Jr., would that matter to you, or you would do it anyway?
I think Hokuto would be all right with that because
Okay.
I think Hokuto would be believing that we're going to get Davy Boy on our side at some point. And he'd be like, well, if Cyrus could talk him into
Okay.
it.
There we go. How do you think the faction is progressing? I know. Do you think it should be doing better than it's doing right now, or do you think it's progressing as well as you thought it would?
I call it faction. You either have your hot start where everything's going off without a without a shell, or everything's going off with a bang, or you're having your growing pains. So I think we have some of our growing pains, but I think we're
Okay.
still. I love the characters in our faction because everybody is different, so different.
Yeah, yeah,
Like you've got everyone is truly different. I mean, you got Kuma, which is known as the bear. They call him the bear.
yeah,
Cyrus is known as the monster, of course.
yeah.
So, um, so I enjoy it. So I just think it's a learning process, but I think we can end up being one of the top factions in All Japan Pro Wrestling.
Okay. Now Hokuto Amore, a great young talent. There's a lot of other
Hmm.
great young talent as well. Yuma Anzai, Ryuki Honda, Rising Hayato.
Yeah,
Um, the future looks bright for All Japan Pro Wrestling, and
yeah.
the crowds are really growing. Do you think it's because the new young talent that's coming in, like the Yuma Anzais and the Hondas and the Amores? It seems like Kento Miyahara is still the face, but it seems like he's taking a little step back and he's letting these guys, carry the load for a bit. Is that a fair assumption?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I would say that, but I would say like every part has its part. Like everything has its part in that business. I think what's really helping them grow is they have a variety. So now everybody's getting to see a variety of wrestling. And then they're getting to see like a mix of wrestling where you have some of the younger guys going against some of the older guys, or you have the David and Goliath matches,
Yeah.
things like that where as before you didn't get a whole lot of that, but now that that's all happening, the crowd's into that. They enjoy seeing it.
Yeah, I'm noticing Cork Hall is you're selling out quite a bit, or very
Hmm.
close to selling out now. Cork Hall with all your
Yeah.
events, and the events are they're just fantastic. It's just I wish they were all live on All Japan Pro Wrestling TV, but unfortunately they're not. But yeah, but you guys, All Japan Pro Wrestling is really lighting it on fire at the moment.
Yeah, yeah. I think Sendai we cleared. I think we had a cleared cow at Sendai once. We cleared 6,000.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
So that was pretty huge. But then with all that, like when we were in Hiroshima, I was ecstatic about Hiroshima. Hiroshima sold out and stuff. So, and then when I got to go when we went up to Sapporo, like the hall room, the ballrooms and stuff that we did, they sold out, and it was a good feeling seeing that. But it just I think everything also it had to take time to regrow the audience, especially after COVID, because everybody was so cautious and stuff, and it's a scary thing. Like anything that happens dramatic to the world like that, it's a scary thing. So it takes a little bit. You take a big hit, but then it takes a little bit of time to get that base filled back up. But then when
yeah.
you get the characters and you get the people where people are like, man, I really want to go see this guy live. Like I want to see this guy in person. And it's a surreal feeling to them when they get to see that person live. You know.
Yeah, but like I said, the shows have been absolutely fantastic. Now, we have like 5 minutes left. I know I've been mentioning Jun Saito, but there's a very good chance that Yuma Yagi might be the Triple Crown champion by the time Champion Carnival comes around. Does that make a difference to you? If it's
No, no,
yeah,
not at all. Yuma them kind of screwed us out of that six-man titles.
yeah, yeah, I know.
So,
So
so I would kind of I'd like to get a little bit of my payback on them.
okay, all right, man. I'm sure. And it's a shame you're not in the same. I think he's in. No, he's in
It's B
Block
block.
B block.
Yeah,
So yeah, so.
yeah, yeah. And unless he goes to the finals in B and I go in the finals in A,
Yeah,
and
then you could hit him with the
be okay to
moonsault.
meet him.
Hit him with the
That's
moonsault.
it.
Take him
I'll
out.
hit him with something.
There you go.
uh,
Two more questions. Two more questions. When the next all together event is announced, and if you're asked to participate, are there any opponents that come to mind from any of the promotions? Personally, I'm thinking Manabu Soya or Masaki Tamiya from Pro Wrestling Noah. But do you have any opponents in mind that you like to face off
Yeah,
against?
I mean, any of those guys would be fine. Lewis, I just enjoy the privilege of being able to wrestle anyone over there
Okay.
because I get to learn, and it's an honor to wrestle anyone, and that's what I look forward to. I look forward to no matter what, I'm going to learn something in that ring, and I'm going to bring my best to represent my company in that match.
Okay. Last question. What's the ultimate goal for 2025 for Cyrus?
Well, it would be two. One would be to win the Champion Carnival,
Okay.
and then to go on and win the Triple Crown. So
Okay.
that would be the ultimate goal.
Ultimate goal. Okay. And I think you have a very good shot at doing that. I think you have a very good shot.
Yeah,
I have a feeling that this is your year for some reason. That
I,
this is the year of
I hope.
Cyrus.
I'm hoping. And that's the reason that I'm training harder and I'm working out harder because I want it to be that year. I did a post. I said it was about the Champion Carnival on X. I said, yes, I know it might be the year of the snake in Japan, but it's also going to be the year of the monster.
There you
And
go.
that went viral with all the All Japan fans and
Yeah,
all of
yeah.
them saying, "Yeah, yes, you are." So
All right. All right, man. Well, it could very well be the year of the monster.
that's
So
it.
I'm looking forward to your return. I just want to say thank you so much for joining me.
Yeah, I
Always
appreciate you having me.
Always a pleasure and a privilege to talk to you. It's the first time we're doing this for Pro Wrestling Wire. You should check us out. You gave us a nice plug, so I thank you for that. Thank you for
Yeah.
the plug
Yeah.
on X for the Pro
Yep.
Wrestling Wire. But lots of luck. I like I said, I have a feeling you're going to win the Champion Carnival, so I'm going to wish you good luck on that. Good luck for the rest of the year. And always, please, you're always welcome here. Please come back and let's
Yeah.
talk again real
Will.
soon.
Yeah. Thank you for having me.
Okay, my pleasure. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.